If your best people are exhausted, if your top performance suddenly disengage, if your most reliable team member says, "I'm tired," it might not be because you're a bad leader. It might be because you're a good one, and that's exactly the problem. Hi, I'm Vessela, Global Executive Leader, Coach and Trainer. Welcome to Leadership Bites, practical insights for real leadership. Today, we are talking about something uncomfortable. Why high performance burn out under good leaders. And if you lead ambitious people, this is for you. The hidden dynamics. Good leaders are supportive. You care, you trust, you give autonomy, you avoid micromanaging. That sounds ideal, right? But here is what happens with high performance. They don't just take autonomy. They take responsibility for everything. And when leaders are supportive but not structuring boundaries, high performance overfunction. They volunteer, they fix, they carry, they anticipate. They protect the team quietly until they collapse. Let me ask you something. Who on your team always says yes, delivers before the deadline, solves problems without being asked, rarely complains? That's your risk profile. High performance and burnout often sit in the same person. You think they're fine, they're strong, they don't need as much support as the others, they like being challenged. And yes, they do. But here is what high performance rarely say. I'm overwhelmed, I can't sustain this, I need help. Because their identity is built on competence, and good leaders unintentionally reinforce it. You are amazing, I can always rely on you, you are my strongest player. What you mean as a praise becomes pressure, and pressure without protection becomes burnout. You reward capacity with more work, and this is the first mistake usually leaders do. High performance finishes early, so you give them another project. They handle crisis well. Well, let them lead the next one. They solve cross-team tension. Then you include them in everything. You don't mean harm, but you are equating capacity with availability. Just because someone can doesn't mean they should. You protect underperformance more than the high performance. You spend more time managing low performance, more time coaching for average people, more time correcting issues. And your high performer, they'll be fine, right? But who absorbs the emotional labor? Who compensates quietly? Who works late to protect the team quietly? Often your best people. Is this right? Good leaders balance support, but great leaders protect their strongest players strategically. High performance don't struggle with doing more. They struggle with being stopped. If you don't explicitly define limits, they will exceed them. Instead of asking, "Can you also take this one?" you can ask, "If you take this, what will you deprioritize?" That one question creates sustainability. Without it, high performance, self-sacrifice, and resentment builds silently. Here is the paradox. High performance rarely burn out because of difficulty. They burn out because of emotional load. Carrying standards, carrying reliability, carrying invisible responsibility. And when they finally disengage, leaders say, "I didn't see it coming." You didn't see it because strength hides strain. How you can prevent this? Here is what to do differently. Actively reduce their load. Don't just praise it. You can say, "I see how much you're carrying. We can rebalance." Make boundaries explicit. Define maximum number of parallel projects. Clear priorities. What good enough looks like. High performance need permission to stop. Invest in their growth, not just in their output. Ask them what challenges you intellectually right now. What would stretch your sustainability? Burnout often comes from oversee and not from growth. Being a good leader is not enough, because good leaders create opportunities, but without structure, opportunity becomes overload. Protect your high performance before they protect everyone else. If this resonated, subscribe for practical leadership insights every week. And in the next video, I will talk about silent habits that make leaders lose influence over ambitious